So this is a small introduction about myself and what I have done over the years, and then what I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why I have to go through ethical hacking styles and all those things that you are seeing on the board is because in
Hmm.
digital forensics, if you want to really be a very good investigator, you need to understand what the bad guys are doing.
Yes.
Yeah, if possible, go through the process, understand how they are doing it, where evidences are left, so that as a digital forensic investigator, when you are recovering and then you are looking for evidence, you can know where to find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went into ethical hacking uh, to learn all those things so that I can find myself very well in the digital forensic field. So over the years,
All
I have
right.
had my education qualifications from Africa, Europe, America, and then Asia. I have
All right.
done the CH certifications. I have done a couple of them. This is a certified ethical hacking certification. This is the badge. This
Hmm.
is computer hacking forensic investigator. I have this certification also. And then I have this is web application hacking and security. We also have web forensics, web application forensics also there. And I wanted to know more about that. That is why I went for this certification. And currently,
All right.
I have the status of being a certified instructor for EC Council, so I am able to instruct both ethical hacking and then digital forensic investigation. Now, over the
All
years,
right.
I have done a couple of investigations with the Ghana Police Service and then Indian Police Service. Yeah. So these are some of the pictures that you are seeing on the screen. I hope you can see them.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Usually we see these things in the movie, but they are not really close to us. Yeah. So this is police, Ghana police that I was interacting with. This is one of their promotional examination that I was supervising. I myself, I am
Okay.
a hardware. I am a fan of hardware. So I love hardware. I love to be within computers. I love to disassemble computers. I love to assemble computers. That is what I do. This picture, I think, yeah, this is India when I was studying. I used to repair a lot of computers for my classmates and all that. This is National Forensic Science University. This is where I had my digital forensic training from. I am putting the
All right.
university in this slide because it is a very good university and I know it has really helped me a lot. So it is here. Anytime you get opportunity to go into this university, I am here to tell you that don't hesitate.
All right.
Yeah, so this is the front view of the university, and inside the university, I was working in this lab, the Center of Excellence in Cybersecurity Lab. It is ISO certified lab. This is the internal structure of the lab, and then there are servers in there. You can see it's a round structure. These people that you are seeing here are they are certified ethical hackers. They are government
All right.
ethical hackers. They were the people that I was working with in the lab with some of my supervisors and all that. Yeah. So, for example, like how we used to have like teachers, we used to have nurses. The Indians too are doing very well in bringing up some of these new portfolios for the people in order to help the country. Yeah.
Hmm.
Aside that, okay, this is the digital forensic lab that I worked with in the university. This is it, and yeah, this is okay. This is my supervisor. This is Dr. Dick Vijay Rathod. He is a pen
Okay.
tester. He is an Indian pen tester, and wherever India built a new system, he goes out
Hmm.
there with his team to find the vulnerabilities that are existing inside the system, and then they can patch it before cyber criminals come and find them and then exploit
All
them.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this is his PhD student that I also work with. And then this is me. This is Dr. Nile Mystery. He supervised the digital forensic part of my thesis. My thesis it comes in two components. It was made up of ethical hacking and then digital forensic investigation. And I specifically did it in Windows 11 because Windows
Hmm.
11 was by then a new operating system. So we thought to exploit it to see whether we can find. Yeah, excuse me 1 minute. Janet. Okay. I'm here, class. Yeah. You are now back. Okay. There are some people who are joining. Okay. Yeah, hello, welcome, Senio. Am I pronouncing it right? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, you sent me an email. I saw it, but I did not reply because I know I will be meeting you today.
Yeah, yeah, I think 4 o'clock on this time. Now it's this time 6 on the
Yes,
Namibian side and
my
all
side
of
it
it.
is
Yeah,
four. It is four, but your side it should be six because you guys are leading me 2 hours. It's plus two for you guys.
isn't yeah, cause
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I have.
and one thing that when we synchronize our timetable to our time, it's not even coming up through.
Oh, okay, okay. But
So
by now 6, you guys should be done for the day at the workplaces there. Or
Mhm. Yeah, we'll see. We are here now.
okay, okay, fine. So let's
Okay.
continue. I was here with only Mr. Augustine. Yeah, Mr. Augustine. I don't know. Senor,
I'm still here.
can you see my slide? Is my slide visible to you?
Yeah, yes, I can see it.
Yeah. So as I was saying, my work was made up of digital ethical hacking and digital forensics. And Dr. Nile Mystery, this is him. He supervised the digital forensic part of my work. When you go to
Okay.
India, this man is called the Sherlock Holmes of India. He's in the news. He's everywhere. Yeah, he trained Indian Interpol for digital forensic investigation. He's the one in charge of training them. Yeah, and I was very privileged to do my digital forensic investigation under him. This is my
Nice,
academic
nice one.
advisor, Dr. Parag Shukla. And I just put a few of these pictures here because I went to the Indian police headquarters to also work with them in their computer forensic lab. So inside the lab, this is how the lab looked like. Yeah, the workstations, this is how they are. This was personally my workstation. And then the cases, but most of the cases that we worked on there was mainly mobile phone cases. And then it comes in this box, we open the cases. Yeah, this is Gujarati writing. I know you guys will not understand that. Even myself, I cannot read that. Yeah. So these are some of the case files. These are the reports. We have a way of writing forensic, digital forensic reports. All those things, yeah. These are SIM extractors. I don't know, maybe some of you may have seen this. Sometimes when they commit crimes, they remove the SIMs and throw them at secondary crime scene. Yeah. So
Hmm.
when you find the SIM, the call logs, the SMS, the MMS, the messages, the contact, everything, all those information, they are being extracted when the SIM is fixed on this.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So this is how it looks like. This is a typical case for mobile phone forensics. Normally, in mobile phone forensics, we have to produce a working sample because the original evidence must be intact. It must be secured so that whenever the case goes to court and then somebody is trying to, a defense attorney is trying to prove that you did not do your work well, because the original evidence is there, we can give it to a second investigator to also look into it whether the person will find the same evidence.
Hmm.
So, in the mobile phone forensics, yeah, people used to think that it is only the smartphones that we can investigate, but that is not the truth. All the old phones can be investigated, and then this typical example that I took a picture. In this case, the person took the battery, the person spoiled the battery, and he was thinking that when the battery is spoiled, we cannot power the phone and no evidence can be retrieved by the phone. But there are instruments that are present in the digital forensic lab and can be used for all these purposes. Yeah,
Ah, I see.
so this is a classical example of that. This is called geotagging forensics. There are situations whereby the phones are totally spoiled. When the phones are totally spoiled, we have to power the motherboard. We have a way of powering the motherboard so that we can extract evidence from the motherboard and then we can write a report to the court. There are
All
situations
right.
whereby cases, phones or electronic devices are bent. When they are extensively bent like these, there is a chip which is inside the phone, and that chip is protected by a very hard metal. No matter how much you bend the phone, because the
Mm-hmm.
chip is protected by a hard metal, that chip is become very difficult to bend. So it is called chip off forensics. So when in
Mm-hmm.
cases of this, when the culprit thinks that, oh, they have bent the phone and everything is gone, everything is not gone. We can do chip off forensics to remove those chips, and then we have each slot there that we can fix it on it, like how we do for the sims, and then we can
Mm-hmm.
extract evidence from those sims also.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this was my supervisor. He was guiding me in the police forensic lab. His name is Detective Gorov. Yeah, and then I think that is good. That is okay, because this is moving into the ethical hacking part, where I set up my Kali box and Windows 11, and I try to use the Kali box to attack Windows 11 using this four method: remove desktop backdooring attack, remove desktop protocol attack, denial of service attack, and the keylogger attack. I was very successful in three of them, except denial of service attack. Let's not go into that. So this is a bit about myself, okay? And then I think it is okay, but you guys, most of you are not here, but I have to still proceed with my work. Yeah. So, enough of this. Okay, there is just something for me to talk about. The way I made the keyloggers. Okay, okay. So let me show you guys this. Mr. Senyo, are you there? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. I'm looking at.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
What about Mr. Augustine? I hope you are hearing.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm still
Okay,
here.
okay. So the investigations, we have a lot of tools. I use a lot of tools. Yeah, FTK. I use the magnet exomes, autopsy, Celebrite. All those tools are being used. This is me and my supervisors. These are some of my colleagues. And I want to show you something here. That is why I am proceeding. That this is a password add lab. A digital forensic lab is a very big lab. Yeah. I don't know whether some of you have an idea already, but I wish all of you are here so that you can introduce this thing properly, and then we can get the right mindset for this. This is a password add lab. Usually, when there is a password on the device and it comes to the lab, we need to break the password before you can get into the device, right? Yeah. So, what happens is we have password psychologists in this lab, and then they go and interview the suspects. As they interview the suspects, they form clues to generate password lists that we can eventually use to brute force the device, and then we can get the device open. Also, when we investigate the devices and then we find evidence in them, those evidence are being packaged on CDs, and then password is being put on it. It can be packaged in any digital form or on any digital medium, and then password will be put on it before it is being forwarded to the police. All those things are being done in this particular lab. This is a hard disk examination lab. I don't know whether some of you have watched this movie, Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, the way
Yes.
Gaddafi was overthrown by the American soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you watch this movie, and if you guys you can recall, when the Americans were leaving, all their computers that they were using in controlling the drones, in controlling the Libyan conflict, and all, they left all the computers, but they took all the hard disks away.
Yes, I remember.
Yes, because the hard disk is everything. The hard disk is where everything resides. So that is the sport that the digital forensic investigators we tend to look like. We tend to look at. So this is a hard disk examination lab, and it has been built to examine and study hard disks, different hard disks. This is a hard disk damage room lab. Usually, when the hard disks are damaged, we need to repair them, and then we can retrieve evidence from them, especially sometimes if the header, there is a fault with the header, or
Mm-hmm.
the spindles, or there is a fault with the motors that run inside. We need to repair the hard disks to make it function properly, and then we can recover evidence from it. This is a very tight room. Air does not go inside, air does not come out because of the nature of the hard disk. Hard disk is very sensitive to death. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you guys can watch some documentaries on that and get more light thrown on that. This is a video analysis lab. So CCTV footages, drone footages, body camera footages, and other footages are being examined in this lab. Somebody is getting in. Okay, Wheezy. Yeah. Wheezy is missing. Wheezy is missing something because I wish he was here before I start to talk about these things, but he has entered in the middle. Wheezy, can you hear me? Okay, he's not hearing me. Maybe he's trying to resolve his mic issue. Let's continue. So this is a video analysis lab. Can you guys hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So this
You
is
are
a
very audible.
okay, yeah. So this is a video analysis lab, and then it is being used to analyze CCTV footages, phone footages, camera footages, body cameras footages, drone footages, and all the footages that we know. So it has all the digital forensic video analysis tools that you guys can find. Yeah, it has all the open source tools and all the license tools. Photoshop, Amped 5 and all those, it has all of those tools inside this lab. This is a cell SIMS phone examination lab. Usually, when you go to the crime scene, the suspects, some people, because they know they have committed a crime and they are aware of digital forensic, they try to spoil the SIMs, the cell phone SIMs. Some of them, they bite into them, or some of them, they crack them. So when they do those things, those SIMs are being collected and being brought into this lab. And then the SIMs are welded together. There are instruments in this lab for doing that. There are specialists for doing that so that evidence can be retrieved from all those SIMs. So in this lab too, that is what happens. This is a brief overview of how the digital forensic lab or how the cyber forensic lab looks like. And then I think that is it. This is a hackathon that went on last year in Cotonou, a hacking contest. Yeah. In Rwanda, okay, let me tell you guys. Yeah, I have a couple of friends across Africa. Yeah, this is Rwandan team. Yeah, the Rwandan police cyber forensic lab. This is them, and then this is their lab. This is my senior. Yeah, these are, and apart from that, I think there is nothing much to show you. These things that you are seeing are network forensics. Yeah, network forensics, reading the packets, how many files has been assigned, those things. That is not part of your scope. Yeah. So I will end here. Yeah. Mr. Senio and then Mr. Augustine. I don't know whether Wizzy can hear me. This is a brief introduction about myself and then what I have done over the past few years. So with that much I do, I think we have to proceed to somebody wants to enter. Okay, fine. We have to proceed to chapter 1. Wizzy is writing. Oh, let me see. Oh, there are no incoming messages. Okay. Hello, Wizzy. Yeah. Oh, okay, fine. You okay? Yeah. I have also seen your text. Please resolve your mic. Yeah. Okay. As we continue. Okay. So, um, yeah. Let me go straight to chapter chapter 1. Yeah. Let me go straight to chapter 1. Yeah. Chapter 1. Can you guys see? Has the screen changed? Can you guys see?
No, it hasn't changed.
Okay, fine. Let me.
The speed.
Yeah, Mr. Senor, you were saying something. I did not hear you.
Oh, it's okay. Now it's changed. I was saying it's maybe the speed
Okay,
still coming, but oh, yeah.
okay, fine. Has it changed or still?
Yeah, no, it has changed. There's nothing. It's just a black screen.
Okay, okay. Let me try and then resolve this. share. Okay, you let me share the entire script. There's going to be some mirroring, but I don't know. Uh, okay, okay, fine. Yeah. So can you guys see now?
Yes, you can see.
Okay, fine.
Yes, we can now.
Okay, fine, fine. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. So let me ask. I usually have this problem with students. Yeah. And whenever I ask them, have you gone through the module guide? Have you gone through chapter one? It becomes an issue. I don't know whether it is the same with you guys, or I can get some positive vibes here.
We have done our best. I have done my part.
Okay. So you've gone through the module guide. You've gone through at least chapter one.
Yes.
Okay. I know for
I, I,
senior.
on my side, I only be able, as I told you, I only
Yes,
did
yes, yes.
access
For
one.
your situation, I am aware. I am aware, yeah. What
Yes.
about Wheezy? Wheezy, can you hear me? If you can hear me, just let me know in the text, or you can raise your hand so that I know that you have. I think we can only do a two-way communication, a one-way at a time communication, yeah. So if you can hear me, you give me a thumbs up or something like that so that I know you are hearing. Okay. Did you go through, were you able to go through at least the first chapter? Also give me a time. No. Okay, it's not coming. So it means you were not able to, or if you were not able to go through, say yes. Because if you guys have gone through, that would have been easy because the micro content are just reading work. You just have to have some time and then read through the micro content. Because there is a lot to discuss apart from the micro content. Okay, fine. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Let's continue. Yeah. So you guys are supposed to go through the. There is a query in here. Okay, fine. You went through. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah. So, Senio, yeah. So far, because you just got onto Blackboard, so it's only you who have not gone through it. Yeah. This is not difficult to understand. It talks about digital forensic, the processes that are involved, how we are supposed to, plan investigations and all those things. This thing can be easily read and understand. Uh, let me ask. Let me ask you guys: is there a particular thing that I have to stress on here? Is there a particular thing that I have to stress on here? You can ask so that I explain it further. Because apart from, I wanted to explain. Where is my slide? There was a particular thing I wanted to talk about. Yeah. I wanted us to talk about some basic terms. Yeah, those ones I want us to talk about it again. An affidavit, what is line of authority, what is chain of custody. Those small things. I know you read it in here and understand it, but I wanted us to a bit move in into it. The reasons why chain of custody is very, very important in digital forensic investigations, the right people who have the authority to initiate investigations and all that. Yeah. If those things just get clear, then I'll quickly move into my slide. I have prepared a slide. I think that one will foster more understanding. Yeah, apart from the micro content. So you've read the micro content, and now we go through some slides step by step, and then we are able to try to understand digital forensics more. Yeah. So let me ask Mr. Augustine, chain of custody.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let me ask you, what is a chain of custody, and why do you think chain of custody is important?
Okay, my own understanding, chain of custody deals with the how many people were in contact with the evidence that was recovered from the site of a suspected crime,
Okay, 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 very good.
and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and the importance of doing that is that you should be able to know as who and who were in touch of the evidence
Mm.
to maybe, if you maybe might want to go through scenarios whereby the evidence might have been tampered, then you can know as to who and who should be asked as to what
Okay.
they might have done with the evidence.
Okay. 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 Fine. So, in other terms, the evidence, as apart from chain of custody ensuring that the investigators have really done their job very well, yeah. What other benefits does it give? Does the chain of custody give to the court?
I think it gives that confidence that
Trust.
the
Okay.
evidence,
Okay.
trust, yeah, that the evidence was not tampered with.
Okay. 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 Fine. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that is it. Yeah, chain of custody is very important because uh, after the hassle and everything going, uh, generation of suspect, analyzing evidence, processing the crime scene, collecting the packaging evidence, transporting evidence to the lab, and all those things, after all those things, it end up at the court, and then the court need to trust what you're doing. So that is why you have to do a proper chain of custody to be able to ensure the court that you have really done a very good job. That's good. Yeah. So line of authority. What is line of authority? Wheezy has to type, and that will take a long time. Yeah. Okay. So when we talk about line of authority, we are just talking about the right people who have the legal right to initiate an investigation. In Ghana, in the criminal justice system, it has been given to the police. When I say the criminal justice system, I am talking about the police, I am talking about the law courts, and I am talking about the penitentiary, or other people say prisons, the prison service. Yeah. In America, there are four criminal justice systems, and then the forensic directorate is part. So what happens is that when the police are able to identify a particular crime scene and then they secure it, the forensic people come inside and collect their evidence, package everything, and go and analyze. And then the evidence, the report is written to the court. And then, if the culprit is found guilty, the culprit is being sentenced or to the prisons. So in the US, it is four, but in Ghana here it is three. How many is in Botswana? Or your specific country, if you are not coming from Botswana? India was initially three, but now they are making it four. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. India was initially three, but because of forensic,
Yeah.
they are separating forensic from the police. So they have a directorate of forensics in India. So the criminal justice system in India too is four. But Ghana, the forensic has been infused into the police, so it is three. How many do you guys have there?
In Namibia, we still have three: the low court, the low court, the high court, and the supreme. Three.
Oh, okay. So, okay. So the
Namibia,
government has not set up a directorate of forensics yet.
not yet.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So, yeah. So, when we talk about those who have the legal right, basically are those that are the criminal justice system practitioners. Yeah, it is not only the police that has the legal right to investigate cases. No, yeah. So lawyers and then judges also has the same mandate, yeah, to initiate cases, yeah, for cases to be investigated. But we will not go into criminal justice system today. Yeah, we are just talking about the line of authority. Yeah, let me bring another thing. What is the difference between a suspect, a culprit, and a suspect, a culprit, and then let me say, yeah, let's talk about a suspect. What is the difference between a suspect, somebody who has been suspected, and somebody who is a culprit?
When you're talking of a suspect, is someone who we think might have committed a crime.
Good, very good.
Whilst a culprit is someone who has been proved guilty that they actually committed a crime, a cyber crime or any crime.
Okay. A suspect is not the one, is not proven totally. The
Yes.
suspect is. we think the person has committed a crime, but a culprit is somebody who has been charged of a crime yet. It means the person is under trial.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the person is under trial. But when we say a criminal, then it is somebody who has been confirmed, yeah, to commit a crime, somebody who is guilty. So that is the difference between a suspect and corporate and then criminal. Yeah, some of these terms, I think I have to, I don't know, but this is digital forensic investigation. Some of these legal terms and legal meanings are very, very important. Now, let's talk about some few things. What is an evidence? Who can answer me? Senor, are you there? You are not ignorant of what we are talking
Yes,
about. Yeah.
yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me what an
Uh,
evidence is. What is an evidence?
an evidence is when you have a proven information.
Okay.
It's a kind of a proven situation
Okay.
that you will be able to present in a court of law.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. What about Augustine? Can you also tell me something?
On when talking of evidence, is something that you have gathered that actually points to occurrence of a crime.
Okay. Okay, fine. Can we also see it to be something that is linking a criminal, that is linking a crime scene, something that is linking a particular crime tool?
Yes, you can say so.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, because normally in forensics, that is how we used to see evidence. We see evidence from those angles because evidence help us to link things. It help us to link who is entering. Okay. Oh, okay, Wheezy, yeah. I don't know whether your mic is okay. You can speak. If you want to type something too, you can type. If you are typing, fine. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you type, yeah, I will continue, yeah. So there is a lot of terms that we have to define, but quickly let me launch the slides so that we can dive into that. Can you guys see my slide?
Yes, it's coming up.
Okay.
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see. Hello,
Yes,
can.
you can say it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, fine. Yeah. I don't know whether Weezy is still typing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so digital evidence, we'll be looking into digital evidence, and then we are looking at digital forensics, yeah, yeah, in general, yeah. Yeah, we are saying evidence is any item, yeah, be it tangible or non-tangible, and those items help us to link, yeah, to criminals. It helps us to link to crime scenes. It helps us to link to commission tools. It helps us to link to victims, and it also helps us to link to secondary crime scenes. Yeah. So digital evidence is basically anything like that. You guys know that one already. If I liken it to DNA and fingerprint, yeah, it is the same. I don't know whether you guys already have some concept on DNA and fingerprint already, but I know that, yeah, definitely you guys know that these things are unique. They are unique to humans.
Yeah.
No human is having, no two humans are having the same fingerprint, and then no two humans are having the same DNA, except in DNA, except twins. Yeah, and in fingerprint, except those who do not have fingerprint. There are some real people there who do not have fingerprint. It is called adermatoglyphia. Yeah, so except in those rare cases, fingerprint and DNA, they are very, very unique, and it is like digital evidence. Digital evidence too, they are very, very unique, and that is why they help us to, unravel crimes. Yeah. When we say digital forensics, yeah, this one's you guys, you can define this. It's not yeah. We are basically finding a way to preserve, a way to collect. Sometimes you have to collect before you preserve. Sometimes you have to preserve before you collect. We are looking at ways to validate. We are looking at ways to identify, extract, analyze, and then document computer evidence. Yeah. Uh, Digital evidence or computers are also like humans. Whenever they make contact, they leave evidence. Whether it is logical or physical, evidence is being made. And there is a popular quote by the father of forensics. The father of forensics is called Edmund Locard. So there is the first principle in forensic is actually talking about the Locard's principle, and the Locard principle talks about whenever there is a contact, there is an evidence left on each contact. There was a okay. Anything that can be used in the law court of law. Anything that can be used in the court of law. Okay, yeah, let's continue. Yeah. So Edmund Locard said, yeah, if two objects come in contact with each other, yeah, evidence has been left from one object to the other or from the other object to the other object. It is basically saying that whenever contact is being made, definitely there should be an evidence that should prove that a contact has been made. Just that because of limitations in tools, because of limitations in science, because of limitations in knowledge, we are not able to process or we are not able to find those evidence to be able to prove that yet indeed contact has been made. Is that true? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I was disturbed a bit. Someone was calling me.
Oh, okay. Hello, Mr. Senyu, can you hear me? Mr. Senyo is not there. Okay, yeah. So whenever two objects come into contact, definitely there is an evidence which should prove that. And then because of limitations, yeah, in knowledge, but as you know, the world move forward, and then forensic also grows and grows, and more research is being made. A lot of tools are being developed in the digital forensic field, which are able to find some of this evidence that initially we were not able to find. So in digital forensic, the main pillars that we need to address is identification, preservation, analysis, documentation, and then presentation. Identification has to do with finding the evidence. And now when you find the evidence, how do you preserve the evidence? Sometimes you have to isolate the evidence. Sometimes you have to preserve them logically inside softwares. Sometimes you have to, preserve them um, 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 physically using locks. Yeah. And when we talk about analysis, analysis is answering the five main questions, which is what really happened, how did it happen, when did it happen, why did it happen. Yeah. So these five main questions are being addressed at the analysis level, and whenever crimes occur, these are the five major questions that are supposed to be answered, including some additional ones. Yeah. Documentation has to do with the crime scene, yeah. How documentation actually begins right from the crime scene. When you go to the crime scene, the first responders, the way they are able to take notes, the way they are able to document crime scene, photography of crime scene, videography of crime scene. There are some crime scene you need drone shots to be able to document. Yeah, you have to do forensic photography by using skills and using the forensic cameras. Certain evidence at the crime scene cannot be seen with the naked eye, but with the use of alternating light sources or oblique light sources, and then combination of cameras, those evidence are able to visualize. For example, when a cement is present on the on a bed sheet, when we talk about biological forensic biological evidence, I'm using a semen as an example. When it is being present on a white bed sheet, you will not be able to see it until you use an instrument called alternating light source, and then you switch the frequency to 450 nanometers, and then you wear a special goggle, which is an orange goggle, and then you are able to see that, yeah, there is something on that white bed sheet. And usually that is how semen is being seen. So when you go to the crime scene, there are a lot of evidence that are not readily visible to the naked eye. Those evidences, mostly they are called latent evidences. Fingerprint mostly come in those forms also. Yeah. And all these things, there are techniques and ways to document all these things. Yeah. Presentation is when you analyze and answer all those questions, how you will be able to, present in a layman term so that anybody at all can be able to understand your evidence and how you came by your evidence. That has to do with presentation. Digital forensics, yeah, or computer forensics. Yeah, the actual term is supposed to be digital forensic, and then under digital forensic we have computer forensics. So in digital forensics, the one main domain which is very very popular is the computer forensics. Aside that, we have mobile phone forensics, we have database forensics, we have network forensics, we have cloud forensics, we have IoT forensics, and then there is a coming one which is called OT forensics. The OT forensics is operational technology forensics. Those forensics are coming from usually remote systems. Not initially, it is still ongoing on the developing countries. Yeah. For example, when you go to the harbor, yeah, there are big cranes there that has been erected to pick containers from ships. Now, what is happening is that because the instructors has to climb those cranes and then go and sit on top of the cranes and be moving their joysticks and all those things. Now, those cranes are being configured over the internet, and then an application is being made and being put on something like a tablet, and then a transparent office is being built, and then the operators will sit in that transparent office. Now, when they sit in that transparent office, they are able to operate the cranes without necessarily, initially, like they will have to climb and go and sit on top before they operate. So that field is also emerging very fast, and then it is called OT. That is operational technology, and then its forensics will be coming very soon because when those devices are hacked, it causes a lot of issues for government. Yeah, some hack it in the construction field to cause accident, to cause death, and so that field is also coming up. And then there is a forensic that will be, I think, maybe the seventh forensic domain. Yeah. So apart from these six domains that I have mentioned, yeah, we have other types. We have types of digital forensics. Some people can say email forensics. Some people can say network forensics, wireless forensics. Some even say pen drive forensics. I think even in LinkedIn today I was reading video forensics, something like video forensics. Yeah. But what I want you guys to know, there are different types of digital forensics that are out there that are emerging, but we have six main domains that are here that I have mentioned here. So usually when you are reading in the books and then you see some of these things, don't confuse them, and then you are supposed to just categorize them under one. Example is malware forensics, which is showing here. Yeah, it is also a type of forensics. Yeah. So in the digital forensics fields, these are some of the potential evidence that we can recover. We have core details, internet protocol records. We are talking about IPs. Yeah. For example, if a machine connects remotely to another machine, how will you be able to, see that? You have to see the identity of that machine on the other machine. Like, for example, you use a Kali box in hacking and Windows box. Now, when you are investigating the Windows box, you should be able to see the Kali IP. And then when you are investigating the Kali, you should be able to see on the Windows IP, which shows that those devices, they have connected, and then the date and then the timestamps, everything will be there. Now, in email, we have emails too, which we can find. We have cookies, we have registries, we have domain, access logs, images, videos, PDF, Word documents. There is a lot of evidence, digital evidence that are present, and then we can find. Yeah. Also in these IoTs like watches, fridges, switches, light bulbs that has been connected over the internet and then can be turned on and off from distant places. All these things have a lot of digital evidence that we can recover to prove or disprove a crime. Now, apart from these IoT devices, also, yeah. Okay, so these are some of the physical devices that we can also find, apart from the logical ones that we can retrieve in digital forms. These are physical forms. But I wanted to talk about other digital devices that are found that are used inside the human bodies also, like, for example, pacemakers. Yeah, for example, if there is a particular device which is called a pacemaker, and then if somebody is not able to breathe very well, yeah, those pacemakers can be implanted in the heart so that it helps the person to breathe in order for the person to survive for some times. Those devices, all of them are digital devices, and then they can be hacked, and then they can be used in commission of the crimes. So these are some of the physical evidences that we can retrieve: pen drive, phones, SD cards. We have NICs, cables. Pen drive can come in different forms. This is what in spectacles, in chains, and all that. Yeah. Some come in like toys and all these things are digital devices, physical digital devices that we can be able to find in order to prove crime. Sometimes in other crimes, you just have to even find just its presence. Yeah, because possession is also a crime, and some in other. I remember a case that we solved in India. Yeah, the police asked of a question of just a possession, whether they want to know whether that person was possessing that particular account or not. Yeah, I think it was a Telegram account. Yeah. Yeah. So these are some of them. Yeah. Yeah, cameras. These things you go through. These slides, I will load it for you guys on Blackboard. I hope that is fine. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So I was saying I will load this slide for you guys on Blackboard so that you can have access to it. The
Yeah,
slides.
great.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. And then let me know. Can we continue?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So these are some of the uh, other categories of digital devices that can also use to prove a crime. Yeah. Recently, a crime went on somewhere in the US, and then there was Alexa in the room. Somebody killed his wife, and then the person said he did not kill the wife. But a third person was there, yeah, inside the room, and that person was Alexa. So now they have to access Alexa, and then the recordings that was happening when the argument was taking place in the in the room that evening, we have to have access to that recordings and then listen, and then that was able to help in proving a crime that, yeah, the man killed his wife. Yeah. So all these Google assistants and Google devices that they are telling you that, oh, it has a trigger word, it has a button. When it's sitting there, it will not record you unless you trigger the button and all that. Yeah, most of those things are not true. Yeah, they are recording you day and night, and then if the need comes, the digital forensic experts are able to go into onto are able to request for these digital tapes, listen to them, and then we use them to prove crimes. So these are other types, yeah. So in evidence, we have volatile evidence and then we have non-volatile evidence. Uh, Senor, you tell me what a volatile evidence is. Let me skip the slide. Yeah.
Repeat again.
Yeah, I want you in digital forensics, we have volatile evidence and then non-volatile evidence. There are other types which is between, which is called semi-volatile evidence. But I want to ask you, what is a volatile evidence? What do you think a volatile evidence will be?
I wouldn't really want to lie. I don't know that one.
Yeah, I did not hear you well.
I'm saying I wouldn't want to lie. I don't know that one.
Oh, okay.
I have.
What
Mm.
about Yeah, what about Mr. Augustine? Can you tell us what a volatile evidence is?
I think this one I would link it to volatile memory, like what we have in computers, a random access memory. I think volatile evidence would mean that evidence that is held in devices that
Mm.
can be lost if the device is powered off.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, you can speak Wheezy. Yeah, you can speak if you want to speak. Your mic is still disturbing you. Yeah, so exactly like yeah, Mr. Augustine, that is the point. Yeah. So volatile evidence get easily lost. Okay, when you it's the evidence that are mostly present inside the RAM. Yeah, when the computer is shut down, that evidence get lost. Okay, so when you secure a computer fresh in a crime scene, you need to dump the RAM. You need to dump what is inside the RAM before the computer is being turned off. If you don't dump the RAM and then you turn the computer off, all those evidence will be lost. It gets lost easily, and that is why they are called volatile evidence. Non-volatile evidence, they don't get lost, and there are other types of evidence that are called semi-volatile evidence. Let's go a little bit into it. So, volatile evidence, we are saying that memory losses. We are saying that memory that loses its content when the power is turned off, and then non-volatile, even if the power is turned off, yeah, you can still retrieve the evidence. Yeah. So, example of volatile evidence are, who can tell me?
Random access memory, I think.
Yes, random access memory, and then what?
Your slide is saying BIOS, CMOS, RAM.
Okay. So, I want you to tell me from your mind, not my slide. Not my slide. I want you to. That is why I like to shift the slide. Yeah, I want you to tell me from your mind, not my slide. Yeah. Oh God. Somebody. Okay. Let me access that and come. It's easy writing. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Okay. So Wheezy is talking about temporary files. Wheezy is talking about log files, the cache files, yeah, and all that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. all yeah, incoming. Yeah, so let's continue. Yeah, so yeah, whenever the computer is on and then you are running some services, yeah, the services are present and then you are using it, and then we can be able to know if the computer is not off that, oh, this person was using this particular service, he was using a remote desktop, and then he was using a remote desktop, and then he was accessing this particular website. So for example, if you go to the tax bar, all the applications and all the things that are running inside there, you can find them at the tax bar, but immediately it turns off. The computer turns off. It is not everything that you can recover, because some of them are just running on the RAMs. They are running on the random access memory. They are not running from the hard disks or the SSD. So other types of devices and their peripherals, these things you know already. The time of rule, yeah. So the thumb of rule for every forensic investigator is you cannot work on the original evidence. And I said that from the beginning that, yeah, you cannot work on the original evidence. You have to produce a working copy and then you work on the working copy. There is a way to image machines. So when you find a machine at a crime scene, you have to image the machine to get a working copy, and then you work on the working copy to have the evidence and then process to the court. The reason for this is when it goes to the court and then a defense lawyer is trying to battle the case that you did not do well, you did not analyze the evidence well, trying to bogus your evidence, because the original copy is there, it can also be given to another lab, okay, to analyze, to know whether you really did your work or not. Yeah. So, what to carry when you are going to the crime scene? Another time we will continue this, but yeah, I would like to close this session somewhere here, and then I go and prepare for another class. Yeah. So I will upload this slide for you guys, everything, including the ones that we will be discussing. Everything. I'll upload the full slides on uh, on Blackboard for you guys. I wanted a feedback on the assessment. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. So I am closing here, but the assessment. Let me see. Yeah. Mr. Augustine, can you hear me? Mr. Senio, Mr. Senio, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
you
I'm
are
still
yet
here.
to submit your assessment, Mr. Senio. Yeah. So kindly do that because you just joined. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the assessment. Yeah, one of the things that I used to query you guys a lot during the backend is plagiarism. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's plagiarism. The plagiarism in the similarity index was too much high, and then when I cross check, when I click, there is a difference between a similarity index and then plagiarism. Sometimes your similarity index may be high, but you did not plagiarize. Yeah, but you guys plagiarize a lot because those that you took the content from, you failed to acknowledge them. Yeah, some of,
Really?
yes, you fail
Okay, I'll go.
to acknowledge them. So the similarity index was high, and when I was tracing, I was finding a lot of internet resources that you guys used. For example, Wiz, would you like to know your plagiarism index, your similarity index? If, yeah. If yes, let me know, let me tell you. And if it is right for me to tell you here, that's good. I can tell you. Yeah, so yours is 23. Yeah, yours is 23. Yeah. Uh, this is just a small work, and then it should be below, even 10 is. I wanted to say below 10, but this is just a small work. But what about if I give you a 15-page assignment or 4 pages? Yeah, so 23 is too much high for these two works because these were just 10 marks, 10 marks work. Yeah, did you hear that? What method are you using? Okay, so when I give you an essay work, what I expect from you, yeah, as somebody who is studying the tertiary, is that there has to be an introduction, there has to be a body, there has to be a conclusion, there has to be in-text references, and then after everything, there has to be a bibliography, a reference for the whole work. Yeah, because you guys are doing bachelor's now. You are this is a form of a higher learning, and then most importantly, organizing your work is very also it's also very important. Yeah, because when your boss, yes, I use Turnitin. Yeah, I use Turnitin. Yeah, yeah. Please, when you do work, do a very nice cover page. Number your pages. Okay, the pages of the work that you have done, number them. Do a very nice cover. Put your name, your index number, the course you are doing, everything, including the instructor, because all those materials are being saved here. When I looked at your work, you guys, you just produce the work for me like that. Yeah. So I use all these things to query you guys, and that is why generally the marks are very low. I think the highest mark is 80. Nobody was able to score even 90. Yeah. So I plan on talking about that. Make a cover page. Yeah, make it a cover page. Put the university logo on it. Number your pages. When you do essay work like that, yeah, you have to introduce the topic, you have to do a body, you have to do a conclusion. There must be in-text referencing, there must be out-text referencing also, which is the bibliography. There must be that one also. The referencing style, that is not a problem. Send a sample that will help. Okay, fine. Okay, I will send a sample for you guys. Yeah, I will upload it. I will upload it at the learning materials.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
I'm going through the work that I submitted. I think I did make citations of it, called referencing.
Okay,
I did even at the end of the page. There is even a list of
yeah, so,
areas where I got
yes, some
the.
of them. I'm coming. Blackboard. Coming. Let me open your work. Augustine, can you
Yes,
hear?
sir.
Yeah, you
I can
scored.
hear you.
Yeah, you scored 60. Do you want to know your plagiarism score?
Yes.
That was 32.
Oh.
Yes, you did a very good. You did a very lengthy work, a very big work. You did it, yeah. But the plagiarism content was so high, and that is
Oh.
that. Yeah, I saw you really did the work, but most of the sources, yeah, was from the internet. Even though there were some references there, but
Hmm.
yeah, but there was no in-text references. I'm trying to open your work. Wait, assessment needs grading.
In text references, where you are referring to, where we where we got the work in the actual text before the. I mean, okay, yeah, in the actual text where we indicate as to
Yeah.
who was the author. I think I did, or maybe I'm using a wrong way of referencing the text. But I've gone through
Hmm.
the work that I did, for example, with a let's say like question 1A, where we said mention and explain comprehensively 10 computer crimes that have been occurring in day to day. The first one was phishing, and then at the end of the explanation of phishing, there
Hmm.
was what I would refer to as a in-text citation, where I did write Elliot Cantor, then that particular article was written, like in this case, Elliot Cantor, then comma 2023. I don't know, is that how you want it done, or there's a different way?
Yeah, that is it. But I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me open your
All right.
other. I, I think it's. I'm trying to share your screen. Share your screen for me. Yeah. Let me
Okay.
go through your work so that we can all get. Uh, yeah. Just share your screen. Let me stop sharing mine so that you can share yours. Stop sharing.
Okay.
Okay. So share your screen.
Okay, let me do it just now.
But yeah.
Okay, just hold on, hold on. Okay. Oh, now it wants me. How do I go to the? Okay, no, never mind. Let me go through. Share. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. It's loading now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Can I also share my screen also? No, no, no. I just want to use this one to explain so that all of you will understand. Okay. That is why
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah. So, for example, yeah, you guys are supposed to mention and explain computer crimes. Yeah. So
Yes.
you begin by introducing computer crimes. What is computer crimes, and maybe how why is it important for us to study it? Yeah. So you have to introduce the topic nicely. If you go straight and start answering, that is no. That is no for a tertiary somebody who is in the tertiary level. Yeah. If it
All right.
yeah. So, computer crimes, why is it important for us to study? You talk about those things. Scroll down a bit.
Okay. Yeah. Up
Yeah.
to where? Should I continue?
Yeah, you scroll down.
Mm.
Yeah, just scroll down.
You tell
Continue.
me to stop.
No, scroll down. Okay, yeah, you stop here. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, okay. So, computer crimes, why is it important for us to study computer crimes? That should be your introduction. And then you
Okay.
introduce the various computer crimes that you are coming to talk about in the introduction. And then after that, you go ahead and list them one by one, and then you explain them. If possible, you give an examples of them. And after
Okay.
everything, the things that you have talked about, you also summarize it in a conclusion. But inside the
Okay.
text, if somebody is talking about a particular crime, or if there was a particular person who wrote an article about a particular crime and you are saying it, that is not your statement, so you are supposed to do an in-text referencing to show that, yeah, it is this person that says it, maybe it is this and his group that said it, yeah. And in the conclusion, too, you have to talk about all the crimes that you have listed so far, and then you conclude it nicely. And then after the conclusion, wherever you took your sources from, if it is you took some from the internet, yeah, you have to talk about that. You have to bring the particular site, and then you give it a date, because internet resources, they pass. Okay, because the
Yes.
person can just go and update that particular resource, and then when somebody visits there to check, it will not be there. So it comes with a date. So usually all the assignment, the written assignment, this is the form that is supposed to come from. Yeah. I saw, yeah, I have seen some in-texting referencing there. Yeah. But because the similarity index was so high, I looked into
Mm.
it and I was seeing that some of them were just copied from the internet. I wanted to
Yeah.
open I wanted to open my console, how I see it, because I definitely, you will not see the way I was seeing. So all the things
Mm.
that were copied from the internet, it is being highlighted for me, and it is easy for me to see it on Blackboard.
All right.
Yeah. So that is the reasons why you produce. You talk about very good crimes, yeah, the current crimes and all that, insider threat, phishing. You talked about all those things, but yeah, your marks was not good because I saw that most of the things that you produce was from the internet, and then to query you, that is why you had that marks. I think so far it was you who had yeah, the highest similarity index. The next one is Mumpati. Mumpati was 30. Yeah. So, but I know you guys are just fresh with me. So, as time goes on, and by the time we finish the course, yeah, everything will be nice, and then you'll be able to do a very good work. Yeah.
Yeah, so as the ways has said, maybe may you share maybe a sample of how you want the work to be done so that we can use that as a reference point
Okay.
in doing work that is coming ahead.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. And
Sure.
then, yeah, did you number your pages?
Yes, I did.
Okay, okay, fine. So you guys have to check all those things because whenever I open the work, I check all those things. Yeah, the pages are there, fine. And usually, it is good to present the work in PDF. I discovered that on Blackboard. That usually, when I was marking your work, yeah, some people presented in PDF, and then that was very, very good. It does not, it will not change. You see, PDF is very stable than Word documents. I hope you guys are aware of that.
Yes, yes, we
Yes.
are.
Yeah. So next time, maybe I'm going to ask you guys to. Wheezy is saying something.
I
How
think
can
he asked if is there a way of checking the
the
similarity.
similarity
Yes.
index? Yeah, you, the student, don't have it, that function on Blackboard, but we have it, cause I use online. No, no, no. Okay, you use online and it was 3. No, 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 no. It was 23. Yeah, it's written here. Yeah, maybe one day next time when we log in, I will show you from my master dashboard. Yeah, yeah. The online resources, because they are free, it does not really do the job well. Yeah, but we are able to see all those things. It's built inside the Blackboard, so we are able to see it straight without any hassle. Yeah. So I have to end here because I have to go prepare for another class. If there is any question you can ask, Sergio, any specific type of reference to use? No, no, you can use any reference. You can use APA, you can use MLA. Yeah, but I just want you to do it the right way. Yeah, that is it. Yeah. So you can pick any of them, then you use. So any question? If there is no question, then I have to proceed.
No
Other than
question
that,
from
if
me.
there is a question, yeah, yeah, Mr. Augustine, let me listen to you.
No, I have no question here.
Okay, what about Wheezy? Okay, fine. Yeah, Wheezy, I have to have a personal interaction with you. I am planning for that. Yeah. So when maybe I get a time slot, I'll hint you up, and maybe if you are free, we chat on that basis. Mr. Senyu, can you hear me? Okay, Mr. Senyo is not there. So on this note, because you guys are not having any question and Mr. Senyo is also not there, let me close the class. Thank you guys. See you.
Thank you. See
Okay.
you.
Okay, okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay.